man, we got a lot of people right now who are a little bit nervous about the different things that happen since the quarantine. Now, you and I both know that inflation, taxes, debt, and big business are usually the things that keep people from succeeding financially. Why do you think it is that inflation, believe it or not, is going to be even worse later than it is right now with the businesses? Why do you think inflation is going to hit people really hard and they better be prepared?
So, Brian, let's just take a quick look at this. We've been in quarantine for 6 weeks now.
Yeah.
So you think about that. That's not money that's circulating out there in the economy.
Yeah.
And so when we go back to what is supposed to be normal operating business, prices are going to go up.
That's right.
Things are not going to be as they were. So in order for them to be able to recoup the money, they need to go ahead and raise the prices to be able to go ahead and kickstart their own economy, and it's going to come out of our pockets.
There you go. Now, you said something powerful. He said it's going to come out of our pockets. Now, I want you guys taking notes to hear me and hear me good. If you have 4 challenges that were already plaguing you before the quarantine, what he's saying is these things have now magnified, right? Inflation is going to hit you like you wouldn't believe because your clothing, daycare, healthcare, food, groceries, gas, you guys don't want to see how the gas stations are going to have to make up for this quarantine situation. So what we do, we're putting people on the front end or cutting edge of these problems so you can come out better than you left. Now, Mark, you said something pretty interesting. Why is it that we're going to pay for these stimulus checks? $2 trillion just went out. How is that going to affect our tax game?
Well, let's first address where the stimulus come from, right? The taxpayers, that money that was sitting out there in the Federal Reserve, and it's put out to the people that put it there in the first place.
Which is who?
The taxpayer.
Okay, so in order to pay that $1 trillion back, who's gonna have to go back in? Who got to go back in their pockets and give it back to the government, even though they gave it back to us?
We are.
All right.
The consumers, the taxpayers.
Guys, you gotta understand, inflation is up, taxes are going up, debt is going up. Why is debt going up? Because when people can't afford their current lifestyle, we tend to float it on a credit card. We defer our student loans. We take personal loans out of the bank. So now all these things are causing the normal problems that we already had, inflation, taxes, debt, and big business, to snowball. So now taxes are going to go up. The cost of living is going to go up. Debt is going to go up. And big business typically is on the rise because every single month of every single year, we have to celebrate something. But guess what? People's 401ks this time drop because now planes aren't flying. Restaurants aren't open. Retail and clothing stores are closed, right? Hotels aren't open. So if your 401k was in something that has been shut down for 2 months, it lost tons of value. Mark, I know people who lost the equivalent of a brand new house in their 401k. They lost 6 figures. Now, Mark, you tell me the kind of impact mentally you think that'll have on an employee when they just saw 6 figures or 5 figures disappear. Is that scary?
Oh, it's demoralizing.
Now, Mark, before we get into this, what do you do for a living?
Well, I retired from the Marine Corps back in 2010. I started a leadership training company, and I went into executive coaching. I started doing seminars just like yourself. Not as good, but I'm doing my best.
You're great. I've seen you. Great.
Going out there. So right now what I do is I spearhead a veteran hiring initiative for a full service IT company. And so my demographics is helping veterans move from going from job to job to job or being displaced during the transition to secure IT careers with Fortune 500 companies.
Nice. Y'all give it up for Mark, man. Hey, we salute you, man. We salute everything you're doing, helping veterans get back on their feet in the technology field. Now we're going to show you why he chose Making Wealth Real Financial and how he and I together are going to take this thing by storm. Let's look at this home-based business slide. A home-based business is one of the solutions that's going to help you with the 4 problems. See, if you got 4 problems, it's okay. But understand that the home-based business side of this thing can literally change the way you operate. Why? Because the startup cost is low, number 1. The overhead you already have, number 2. It doesn't take a brand new building or brand new equipment or brand new anything. You already have a light bill, gas bill, water bill, meals, entertainment, gas in your car. A home-based business is powerful because it allows you to take the current expenses you have and turn them into deductions. Let me say that again. The current expenses you have now become tax deductions. Number two, the inflation that's inevitable when business owners increase their prices, you can now increase your revenue. Write this down. If I have residual bills, I must have residual income. Let me say this again. If I have residual bills, I must have residual income. So a home-based business allows you to have what's called high earning capacity. That's very, very important. And the last thing is the home-based business, I talked about low overhead, it costs little to nothing. Number two, now Mark, you talked about this, man. You offer solutions or basically introduce veterans to technology. How has this whole social distance thing helped people like you and I make money from home?
So, leveraging the Zoom platform, right. So I'm teaching remotely. All my teaching up until this point had always been in person. I'm a true believer that it's the one-on-one, the human connection, the interaction.
Right.
But since we no longer have that privilege or luxury, the virtual world is coming to life.
That's
it's
right.
the Zoom platform, the way that we're teaching, the remote training, all of it. And it's leveraging our time, because if I'm in a classroom, I'm stuck there in the classroom.
That's right.
But when I have access to a virtual platform, now it becomes unlimited.
Man, great answer. Well said. And that's what we're doing. I want you guys to see the screen. We average between 250 and 500 viewers when we're live. But man, by tomorrow night, the night after, next week, we'll have 10,000 views, 15,000 views, 40,000 views. We're leveraging technology while everyone is home and showing people how to use a home-based business, leverage technology, and make money. Yeah. Home-based business using technology to make money. Imagine having a team of experts that during this quarantine are working on your credit. A team of enrolled agents with the IRS that during this quarantine are minimizing your taxes. A team of people that's showing you how to eliminate debt, right? The number one thing that kills you when it comes to getting wealthy is the ball and chain called debt. You got a team of athletes. You got a team of professional experts saying, here's what you pay first. Here's what you pay second. Upload your expenses into this software. It's going to show you how much interest we're going to save you. You got a team of experts showing you land banking, how to become your own bank, a private reserve account. These are things that most people in the middle class or lower economic class don't even hear about. How can I actually become the bank? We're going to show you guys how. Now, finally, you get to hit your two financial objectives. One, your current lifestyle has to be paid for by your labor. So we go to work every day, or we work a business every day so that the money comes in to pay for the current bills that you have. Everybody knows that. But you know the goal, Mark, that people never, ever think about, but they have to start now, is their future lifestyle. Guys, your future lifestyle should be paid for by your investments. Put this in the comments. Something has to work, just not me, right? I learned that a long time ago. Look, something has to work, because I'm not going to want to work the rest of my life. Something has to work, but I can't be the only one working. Now, if I told you that $495, $495 one time and $199 a month got you access to enrolled agents with the IRS, credit restoration specialists getting your scores back up, Equity Max Consulting getting your debt down, and Wealth Max Creation, which is experts with Series 6 and Series 66 and all these different licenses showing you how to make your money grow. If that ran you $495 one time and $199 a month, but saved you $3,000 a month in interest and debt, would you pay it? Everybody say, shoot, yeah. Well, guess what? Thank God it's not $495. It's $228 for a team of pros to help you with every area of your money. Now, let me show you some real testimonies, or let me break down these pillars for you and show you the comp plan, and we're done for the night, right? Mark, answer me this following questions, yes or no. Is tax minimization important?
Absolutely.
Taxes must go in what direction, up or down, if you want to get wealthy?
Taxes go down.
They got to go down. Now, you want your credit score to go up, so your interest rate can go what? Down.
Down.
Am I right? We're going to ride this
Absolutely.
roller coaster. Taxes got to go down. Credit scores need to be where?
Up.
Debt needs to be where?
Down.
Investments need to be where?
Up.
Mark, everybody we know has a team of experts, man. Everybody that's wealthy has a team of experts. If you're an athlete, you got your own massage therapist, like professional.
Yes.
If you're an athlete, you got your own doctor. The team has a doctor, you got a doctor. Someone takes care of your back, someone makes sure you stay nice and limber, you don't stretch anything, you got rehab specialists. Everybody that's really good at what they do, they have a team. The problem, Mark, with most people, they've been trying to get wealthy without a team. So you can't tell me that $4 a day is not helping you. Mark, talk about the instant pay raise real quick. How does a person literally get to increase the revenue or the income they have coming in on their paycheck just by using a W-4? How does that work?
So, well, that's where for the Money Max, go ahead and have the experts go ahead and take a look at your current situation. So for myself, my personal example is I uploaded my last 3 years of my tax returns and my last 2 paychecks or pay stubs.
Okay.
And they're looking over it right now, and I'm just waiting for some feedback. See, the thing about it is, as well, is when I got involved and you told me about this, I thought, man, I'm going to save myself a lot of money, because I got audited for 2017, and this morning I uploaded the documentation so I can review, okay, where am I at, what do I need to do, and how do I resolve this in the most expeditious fashion.
Nice. So the enrolled agents are working with you. I want y'all to see what
Absolutely.
they're gonna look at Mark's taxes for the past 2 years and see if he left any money on the table. They're gonna look at his past 2 pay stubs and look at what this young lady said. She said, I'm so excited. When I joined the company 2 months ago, I received my instant pay raise of $400 a month my first week in the business. She gave herself a stimulus check. And guess what? Not one time, over and over and over and over again. That's Money Max, guys. Now, newsflash, when people come to you and say, man, that home-based business stuff is a scam. Man, that home-based business. Mark, you know what I tell them? I said, well, it's kind of hard to have a scam when you issuing 1099s to the U.S. federal government. And it's kind of hard to have a scam when enrolled agents from the IRS are helping us get our taxes down, and they're certified in every area to do so legally, ethically, and morally, and basically sworn in and under the governing body that you claim is a scam. It's amazing. Wealthy people look for every reason why they shouldn't overpay taxes. People that overpay taxes don't understand your taxes cause debt. That's number 2. So now we're handling your challenges by helping you get a membership. Look at this young lady. Went from a 356 credit score to a 501 to a 763. Got her first car, no cosigner. She's a teenager. My good friend Arthur over here, his score went up 81 points one time, 30 points another time. He's up to a 674 with Equifax. See, a lot of you guys don't know this, but a lot of things on your credit were put there illegally. It's not that you don't owe, and we're not trying to relieve you of that responsibility. But if it was put on there illegally, it has to come off. This young lady put her deletion letter up. She said, look, as the following results, hey, delete, delete, delete. I got another good friend of mine, Mr. Andre Russell. He put his deletion letters up, right? Delete, delete, delete. Wait, let me show you here. Right? On the far right. What was that? PMAB LLC, collection remove. Phoenix, collection remove. Another PMAB LLC, collection remove. His score went up 21 points because we, as a company, know the laws to get erroneous things removed off your credit report. Now, these are 2 of my friends here that are in the 800s, right? My good friend Chuck Harden went from an 805, my goodness, to an 812, my goodness. My good friend Bert Sims refinanced his house after showing his mortgage company that he has a 845 credit score. He had an 834, and Making Wealth Real took him up to an 845. He got a 2.7% loan, saved $40,000, and you guys don't even want to know what a savings of $40,000 can do for you when you invest the difference. Guys, that's Credit Max. Now, Equity Max is the debt elimination strategy. See, if your scores are going up, a lot of times it's the erroneous collections and stuff coming off, the slow pays, but you also need to bring your debt down. Let's look at my good friend here, Derek Ray out of Augusta, GA. First, he went to Credit Max. He was at a 772, then a 792, then an 801, now an 821. Now he said, now I'm in a better position to reduce my interest rates. He put those new rates into Equity Max. He'll be debt free, or his house will be paid off in 10 years instead of 15. Congratulations, Derek. 821, no joke. My good friend Charlotte Hudson, I want to thank the experts at Equity Max for outlining a solid plan to help me reach to be debt free in 2022 instead of her creditor's plan of 2103. Mark, do you know that this is a 97% interest save? Do you know that some people will be in debt, man, until they die if they're not careful?
Exactly. They'll pass it down to their heirs,
their children and grandchildren. Interest is the penalty you pay for the right to own things in advance you cannot afford. Let me say this again. Interest is the penalty you pay for the right to own things in advance that you cannot afford. So we got to break the curse. Y'all put that in the comments. The curse ends with me. Last two things, and I'm going to show you the money, and we're going to end with a bang when I show you guys the daily pay. Wealth Max is the introduction of what's called a private reserve account. This is where instead of your money going up and down with the stock market, it's backed by insurance, which the volatility of insurance and the volatility of the stock market are two different things. You can have, for example, $80,000 in your PRA account, borrow $20,000 from yourself, but the interest still draws as if it's $80,000, not 60. Oh man, come on. Look at this. No loss provisions, no qualifying to borrow, no set loan terms. It's all tax-free withdrawals. It's your money, so you don't get penalized for touching it. And it serves multiple purposes. Land banking is where you can now buy land in what's called the path of growth. Brian, what's the path of growth? Well, the path of growth is where billionaires and industry leaders and commercial developers and other professionals in the industry project where the next area of expansion is based on the population. We're dealing with Southern California right now with 40 million citizens. Silicon Valley Part 2 is being built outside of LA, 30 or 45 minutes outside of LA, less traffic. When they start breaking ground, you now have some of the land at wholesale discounts. Oh man, I don't think you guys hear me. Now you wake up and hand your children something that you passed them because you saw it in 2020 and they broke ground in 2025 and some commercial establishment bought it. Mark, how important is it, man, to get in early on trends and not behind? How does land sound over real estate? Is that better?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. You're building the real estate on top of what?
Land.
Land, right? Yeah, exactly.
So let me show you guys something. We get paid every single day. People say, Brian, how did you make $15,000 a month minimum? Well, it's simple. You can't stop another person's excitement. This is one of my pay stubs here, right? You'll see different people I don't even know. David, Timothy, Mervin, Calvin, Jessica, Rebecca, right? You get anywhere from $50 a day, per membership, all the way up to $125 per membership. And you couldn't stop this if you wanted to. If people's credit scores are going up, they get pretty excited, guys. If people are quarantined and making money from home, they're going to refer their friends. If people are lowering their taxes because of their home-based business, their cash flow is going up. If people are learning about land banking and a PRA account, Because newsflash, wealthy people don't put their money in a checking account. It's in things like private reserve accounts and trusts. You're now being introduced to that game for $4 a day, $119 a month. That's just one way we get paid. So my first 30 days in business, I made over $10,000 my first 30 days in business. For me to make 5 figures on my job when I graduated from Morehouse, do you know I didn't make 5 figures in a month? I didn't make 5 figures. I made 5 figures in a year. Here, I make 5 figures a month. And this is when I started with low 5 figures. Look at this, every single day. 600, 300, 300, 100, 200, 300, 400. I'm counting from the bottom up. That's from November to December, over $10,000. Why? Put this in the comments. I cannot stop another man's excitement. Mark, do me a favor, man. This is called leverage. Now, some people say, well, Brian, I want to work for every dime. I want to work for every dollar. Mark, why is leverage important to you that you're not the only person doing all the work?
Well, the environment that I come from is everything's team based. There's no way that one person can do everything. And
That's right.
So leveraging the talent of other people and building a team of like-minded folks that are driven to go ahead and help other people fulfill their life dreams and goals and aspirations. There's no way, the best that we can do one-on-one is, speak to as many as we can from a stage or from this platform here, but I'm still one person.
That's right.
But what happened to them gremlins? You sprinkle some water on those things and hey, they just start to multiply, right? So we get out there, we start doing this, and this is infectious.
That's right.
When we were talking about this and you shared this with me, if there's time, I'll share some more about that. But it's so important to leverage what it is that we're doing to be able to help as many people as we can in the time that we have while we're here walking this earth.
That's right. Great, man. Great. And guess what, guys? This is the daily pay. Now, this is the monthly pay. As your points grow, 500 a month, 1,000 a month, 2,500 a month, 5,000 a month. Now, Mark, you talk about infectious. This is what gets infectious when your peers start calling you, Brian, I just hit the 500 mark and I'm 80% to the 1,000. You can't sleep. Your mind just starts racing. This young lady, Shana Rollins, one of the most reserved, shy individuals. She plays the back. She's a master behind the scenes, hates talking to people, has anxiety in front of big crowds. But guess what? Mark, she's on tier 2 of the car bonus I'm about to show you guys. She's on tier 1 of the presidential bonus I'm about to show you guys. And she just hit level 5, $100 a day today, right? Now, this is when you start waking up to text like this. Let me show you something. It's so funny. Put the camera on me. She texted me this morning. She's like, guess what? When you guys start seeing these.
There you go.
You see that, Mark?
Yes, that's excitement right there.
Now, when she texted me and said, guess what, Brian? By the way, I just hit level what? Level 5. Guys, this slide is officially old. Why? Level 5 is level 5 is $100 per what? Per day.
Per day. Nice.
Nice, right? Now, Mark, check this out. So Shana's having a ball, but then you got Christy. We're just gonna close with some testimonies. Christy's at $150 a day. So if she doesn't do anything but wake up, minimum $4,500 a month. The car bonus she's at is $1,250, just like Shana's. And she's approaching $3,000 a month, just like Shana. But Christy is on level 2 with the presidential bonus. Y'all put this in the comments. I love the 10th. The 10th of the month. I want you to claim it. Affirm it. We're going to help a lot of people. I love the 10th. Because the 10th is when all your bonuses go out. Now, Brian, what's this car bonus? All right, look. As your organization grows, Mark just said it. It gets infectious. People get excited. They can't stop talking. You're worth 3 points apiece with the membership. The membership is worth 3 points apiece. Now, some people get other people who want to join the membership as well, and you can't stop it. Once you hit 200 points, the average points per person, just so you guys know, is 5. Mark, 40 people in your team, of which you might tell 6 of them, is $500 a month on tier 1 of the car.
Nice.
Tier 2 is $1,250. Tier 3 is $3,000. And guess what, guys? You don't have to put it on a car. They give you the money on what's called your e-wallet. So you don't have to say, hey, I got to get a pink Cadillac. No disrespect to the pink Cadillac. Those ladies represented for a long time and still represent. But
Pave the way.
I don't like companies that make you get a car, give me the money, and let me put it on what I want to put it on. So a lot of you guys are going to put that money towards your investment. Now, the daily guarantee is the last thing I'm going to show you. This is Lieutenant Colonel Larry Stewart, $900 a month. This is Seniors on the Move. I love Richard Greer, man. He's got a group. He's got a segment of his group called Seniors on the Move. These guys are kicking butt way better than a lot of millennials out there. Y'all wait until I get my millennial movement started. Hint, hint, clue, clue. You wait till I get these movements within a movement started. Hint, hint, clue, clue. Your millennials are going to come in this thing because they already see that they already used to being at home, technology. We're going to tear this thing up. Gail Andrews, $5 a day, $20 a day, $30 a day. Every day we get a text message at 5 o'clock. I'll show you guys my phone here. Every day at 5 o'clock. Put the screen up. Boom. 500, 500, 500. Right? Every day, 500. 500. Guys, minimum $15,000 a month if I don't do nothing but wake up. You got people like Miss Quanah Sims, another shy, reserved, introvert, plays the back, not big on social media. If you're not in her family, she don't even accept your friend request. She making $1,500 a month. So now she's in what's called a comma club, right? Where you getting $1,500 a month coming in, minimum, on top of the other bonuses she's getting every single month. Charles Ivory, his boss fired him 2 months ago, so he fired his boss. He said, I don't even have to go back to work. He's getting a $1,500 car bonus. He's getting a $1,250 car bonus, approaching $3,000. He's getting $100 a day, daily guarantee. He's approaching a $1,000 presidential bonus. So when he got laid off, he said, whatever. Andre Russell, same thing, got laid off. He's a personal trainer. You guys know with the social distancing, he can't work out with his clients. He got laid off, didn't skip a beat in income. Has a little baby on the way. Normally, man, you'd be nervous, don't know what to do. Daily guarantee kicked in. And last but not least, I showed you mine in person. Last week, I was at $300 a day. This week and moving forward, I'm at $500 a day. That's a big jump from $9,000 a month to $15,000 a month. My next and final stop is $1,000 a day, which is $30,000 a month if I don't do anything but wake up. Do you guys know how perfectly positioned you are? So we started this thing at 9:35, so my time is officially up. Mark, why would somebody like yourself, man, and give us 2 minutes or less, you said you wanted to share it. Why did you join this business?
So number one is that you lead from the front, and I've been watching you for a couple of years now, right? Mm-hmm. And I sat and I watched and I observed, and in the coaching world, when we're working with people, there's really 4 areas that we help people with: their finances, their health, their relationships, and their business. Okay. And the biggest piece is a lot of times money, and the money impacts their health, their finances, their relationships and their business. So when I seen this and I seen the opportunity and I watched you grow through this, and I watched the team, I came to the Game Changer, looking at how all this is unfolding, how it's structured, meeting the founders of the company and seeing the integrity behind it, because I'm huge on credibility and being congruent with the message. And these are 4 things that they're people, they're not educated in these areas, so they just go about their business like a pinball and a pinball machine. Well, pay your $120, turn it over to the experts, and still walk through the life that you want to walk through, but allow your money to go ahead and fix the things that you don't know how to fix.
That's right.
Because if you don't get educated, you don't surround yourself with people. So for me, it was a no-brainer, and I've been perfectly situated to go ahead and help a lot of people through this program right here.
Nice.
So when I seen this, I thought, hey, the 29th of this month, I turned 52. Right, I'm at the halftime. You know, I reassessed. I'm going into the second half right now, and I'm planning to win. I want to win by helping other people win. And my whole entire life has been about leading, coaching, and mentoring. And this is going to be the venue for me to be able to help people where it really matters. Because if you can write a paycheck for those issues, problems, or challenges, you don't have an issue, problem, or challenge.
That's right.
So by getting the money right and getting it situated, you're also teaching your kids, your grandchildren, the people that are closest to you, how to fix their situations that impact them the most. Because you really think about it, when you don't have money, it impacts your relationships, it impacts your health, it impacts just your overall well-being. But the moment you turn on that light and you give that spark of hope and you show people that they can really do this,
That's
and
right.
you have all these testimonials and the examples, come on.
It's a no-brainer, man. Well, I appreciate you, man. You know, I got a big group of people that are in the Army in this thing, but I want to introduce y'all to my first Marine. Well, that Marines was good to you, man. I appreciate it, man.
Okay.
I really do. We're going to kill this thing, man.
Thank you.
So listen, guys, it's 3 kinds of people watching. A number 3 says, no, thank you. My money's fine. I'm okay. Our legacy's set. My taxes are down. My credit score is up. I don't need anything about land banking. I'm getting double-digit returns. Hey, man, if you're number 3, thanks for watching and even taking the time to take 35 minutes out of your day and help us out. But do us a favor and send some referrals because a lot of people need it right now. Now, number 2 says, Brian, I don't want the daily pay. I don't want the checks. I don't need any of that. What I will do is I do need my finances in order. I do want that team of experts. Well, guys, that's only $79 a month. That's not $119. That's $79 a month, and you get the Money Max, Credit Max, Equity Max, and Wealth Max. You don't get the tax deductions because you don't have a business. You don't get the daily pay, the car bonus, and all that, but you're getting the Financial Edge membership for $79. And then last but not least, number 1 is like, Brian, I'm in. I don't know what you're talking about, but right now, everybody's at home, and I get that. In the next 2 years, more people are going to be working from home because now their jobs have now seen that it's possible. This virus has opened up a lot of employers' eyes to what they can lay off. You're going to want a little extra security blanket. So don't wait until it happens. I'll use a term that Mark can appreciate. Prepare for war in times of peace. Prepare for war in times of peace. So you want to be prepared. If anything ever happened, you got a nice backup plan, a huge nest egg, money working for you. It's not a problem. People are already getting laid off, and guess what? We don't want one of those guys to be you. Mark, you're a rock star, man. I appreciate it. Guys, text.
Hey, thank you, sir.
Huh?
I said thank you, sir.
No, you're welcome, man. Text, inbox, call the person who introduced you, the person whose watch party you're having, inbox them. Call them and say, hey, I'm a 3, I'm out. I'm a 2, I want that membership. I'm a 1, I am in. We'll see you guys, what's today? Wednesday. We have some big announcements coming out for those of you guys that actually join the business. Look out for our Facebook group tomorrow. Those of you who join the business, we're going to do something really, really serious coming up here real soon. Get started tonight. We'll get you trained up on our website, howtoshiftyouриncome.com. That's howtoshiftyourincome.com. The person that brought you out will walk you through. God bless you guys. Have a good night. Thank you.
Hey, thank you very much. Everybody have a great night.
You rock.